Welcome to Changfied YouTube channel, your trusted source for latest updates across South Sudan and beyond. Today we have serious and emotional news coming from Tonynos County, Ethiopia and Dubai International Airport. These stories involve loss of life, suffering and rising tension in different parts of the world. So please stay with us until the end and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to support the channel. Let's begin our report with deadly cattle raid in Tonynos. We start in Tonynos County, where a deadly attack left many families in pain. According to the report, early Monday morning, around 3:30 a.m., when most people were still asleep, gunmen attacked a cattle camp in an area called Alepayam. According to local authorities, at least 10 people lost their life and 25 others were seriously injured. This was not just an attack, it was a cattle raid. Army youths believed to have come from Mayom County in Unity State targeted civilians and tried to take cattle by force. Cattle in this region are very important. They are not just animals. They represent wealth, food, and identity for many families. Losing cattle is like losing your life saving. The county commissioner, Luke Agan, confirmed the tragedy. He explained that among those killed, 4 people were from Congo, 6 people were from low Mawian communities. This shows how deeply the attack has affected different families, but the story does not end there. Local youths known as Gelwing quickly organized themselves. They followed the attacker, they fought back and managed to recover the stolen cattle and also capture some weapons according to the report. This response showed courage, but it also showed the lack of strong security in the area. Now let us pause and think, why are these attacks still happening? Cattle raiding has been a long-standing issue in part of South Sudan. It is often driven by poverty, revenge attack, competition over resources, weak law enforcement. When there is no strong security, communities are affected to defend themselves. They are forced to defend themselves. The communities are forced to protect themselves in this situation. The commissioner has now called on the government to act quickly. He is asking for more security forces, protection from civilian, long-term solution, because without action, this cycle of violence may continue. Let us also remember that the victims, these were not just numbers, these were fathers, mothers, young people, members of the community. Their families are now left in grief. As viewers, we must ask, what can leaders do to stop this? How can communities find peace? We will continue to follow this story and bring updates. Now, let us move. Landslide disaster in Ethiopia. Now we move to Ethiopia, where a natural disaster has caused mass destruction. The number of people who died in last week's landslide has now reached 125. This is a very serious situation. More than 11,000 people have been forced to leave their home. Imagine losing your home in just a minute. Heavy rain caused the ground to become weak. Then, suddenly, the land collapsed, destroying houses and everything in its path. Families had no time to escape. Many people are now homeless, hungry, and in need of help. Rescue teams are still working, but it is not easy. The mud and debris make it difficult to reach some areas. Let us talk about the impact. When a disaster like this happens, it affects children who lost their home, parents who lost their livelihood, and communities that lose everything. And recovery takes a long time. Authorities in the region are now trying to provide shelter, deliver food, and offer medical care, but more help is still needed. This tragedy also raises important questions. Are there really warning systems? Are people living in high-risk areas? What can be done to prevent future disaster? Climate change is making such disaster more frequent in many parts of the world. So this is not just a local issue, it is a global concern. Our thoughts go out to everyone affected. Let's move on to another breaking news, a drone incident at Dubai airport. Now we turn to Dubai International Airport, one of the busiest airports in the world. The airport was temporarily closed after a drone-related incident caused a fire near a fuel tank. A smoke was seen and rising near the airport as planners were preparing to land. Because of this incident, some flights were cancelled, others were delayed. Passengers faced confusion. Airline company Emirates released a statement. They say affected passengers would receive notification and be given other travel options. They also advise travelers to check their flight status before going to the airport. After some time, operation started again, but only for limited flight. Now let us understand the bigger picture. This incident is happening during a time of rising tension in the Middle East. The conflict started after U.S.-Israel strike on Iran February 2026. Iran has responded, and now the situation has become more serious. Because of this, air travel is disrupted, oil movement is affected, regional security is unstable. Airports like Dubai are very important for global travel. Even a small disruption can affect thousands of people. This shows how connected the world is. A conflict in one region can affect flight, trade, daily life. So what does this mean for traveler? Always check your flight before leaving. Stay updated with airline announcement. Be prepared for delayed. As we come to the end of today's news, let us reflect on what we have heard. Life lost in Toinos County due to violence, families displaced in Ethiopia due to natural disaster, travel disrupted in Dubai International Airport due to security concern. These stories remind us that the world is facing many challenges, but they also reminded us of courage, resilience, the need for unity. Thank you for watching Changfied News. If you found this video helpful, like, share, subscribe, and tell us in the comment, what do you think about these stories? Stay safe, stay informed, and we will see you in the next video.